Welcome to Global Stories, where ancient traditions and mythical tales come alive. Today, we're venturing into the rich cultural heritage of France, a land of enchantment and wonder. Get ready to be transported to a world of whimsy and adventure. Join me on a journey through the rolling hills and charming villages of rural France. Let the magic begin.
Puss in Boots. Once upon a time in France there was a miller who had 3 sons. When the miller passed away, he left his possessions to his sons. The youngest son, who was named Pierre, received nothing but a cat as his inheritance. Pierre was disappointed and didn't see the cat as valuable. However, the clever cat, whom Pierre named Puss, had a plan to change their fortunes. Puss told Pierre that if he followed his instructions, their lives would be transformed. Puss asked Pierre to buy him a pair of boots and a bag. Pierre, curious and hopeful, agreed. Puss put on the new boots, slung the bag over his shoulder, and went into the nearby woods. He caught several rabbits and other small animals, placing them in the bag as a gift for the king. Puss told Pierre to present the bag to the king as a special offering from the Marquis de Carabas, which was actually Pierre's new title, given by Puss. Word of the mysterious Marquis de Carabas and his generous gifts reached the king. Intrigued by this noble figure, the king invited Pierre and Puss to his castle. Puss advised Pierre to follow his lead and not reveal that he was just a miller's son. On their way to the castle, Puss encountered a group of farmers working in their fields. Puss cleverly told the farmers that the land they were working on belonged to the Marquis de Carabas. He claimed that the vegetables they were growing were a gift from the nobleman. Impressed, the farmers offered their praise and respect to Pierre. Puss continued his plan by visiting a nearby river where the king often took carriage rides with his daughter, the princess. Puss signaled to Pierre to jump into the river and pretend that he was drowning. As Puss had expected, the king's carriage stopped and the princess rushed to save Pierre. Pierre, introducing himself as the Marquis de Carabas, expressed his gratitude to the princess for rescuing him. With the king's attention caught, Puss quickly approached the carriage and informed the king that bandits had stolen his clothing. Puss claimed that a wicked sorcerer had taken advantage of Pierre's situation. Puss requested that Pierre be given clothing from the king's wardrobe. The king, impressed by the Marquis de Carabas, readily agreed. Pierre, now dressed in luxurious attire, caught the eye of the princess, and they began to develop a fondness for each other. Puss, meanwhile, continued his plans to acquire wealth for Pierre by tricking an ogre named Pharonimo. Puss discovered that Pharonimo possessed the ability to transform into any animal he desired. He approached the ogre pretending to be in awe of his power, claiming that he had heard rumors of Pharonimo's ability to transform into a small animal. Pharonimo eagerly transformed into a lion, then a mouse, impressing Puss. Puss then challenged Pharonimo to transform into a smaller creature, claiming it was impossible. Pharonimo, boasting of his skills, transformed into a tiny mouse. Seizing the opportunity, Puss swiftly pounced on the mouse and devoured it. With the death of the ogre, Puss informed the people of the land that the castle and surrounding properties now belonged to the Marquis de Carabas. The king, having been charmed by Pierre's wit and bravery, approved the claim. Pierre, now a wealthy and respected nobleman, married the princess, and Puss became a part of their grand household. They all lived happily ever after, owing their good fortune to the cleverness and resourcefulness of Puss in Boots.